If your husband was wrongfully convicted, how long would you wait for him?
6 months max. And we've been together 15 years.
How long would you wait for her?
Forever. Don't lie. 5 what?
Good, dude. You should get back on Hinge immediately. How long would you wait for him?
I wouldn't.
No?
Fuck
Your husband?
that. No, fuck that.
Even if he's wrongfully convicted?
How would I know if it's wrong?
I could prove it.
A year minimum.
Dear Max, and you gotta get back to Hinge.
I'd wait.
How long?
How long are we talking? I'm kidding.
10 years, 15 years.
I'd wait 10 years.
She wouldn't wait. That's all right.
1 week.
Yeah,
One-
that's I already have a dude already ready to go at that time.
The best man, bro.
Right? Exactly.
Every time.
All time, every time.
If your man was wrongfully convicted, how long would you wait for him?
Not even a day.
Wrongfully. Okay, if your husband was wrongfully convicted, how long would you wait?
He probably did it. A year.
For your husband?
Yeah.
I also just think in this day and age, people say they're dating to marry, but there's too many options. People are always they've always got people in the sidelines. If you set any kind of boundary, if you do anything within reason that they don't like, they'll move on to the next. I feel like people aren't willing to put in the hard work these days. Anyone looks at any type of hard work as like, oh no, this isn't meant to be.
You reckon back in the day before social media, people would be willing to fight for a relationship more?
Yeah, I think social media has made expectations higher because we're comparing relationships.
Oh, the comparing's bad.
Yeah, like comparison is the thief of joy. So I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit cynical about it.
Because I am angry. I'm not sad. What I tell you before, if you don't want to be sad, be happy. But I'm not sad. I am angry.
Oh, do you want to be angry?
Yeah! Because of you, I am angry. And you want me born in anger.
Oh, how long are you gonna be angry for?
Until forever. Until I am in this relationship, I will always be angry. You ask? You ask until when I will be angry? Until I am this in relationship.
What's up, bro? How you doing?
You ain't no man, is you?
You want to find out?
Hell no. Hell no, cause what if you is? I'm gonna be in a hell of a situation. Yeah. Nah, why your voice deep, baby?
Would I be here if I was a man?
You sure right. Yeah, but why your motherfucking voice so pretty as you?
What was that?
Man, get her out of here. Man, why her voice so deep? That's you. Why she growling? Why she doing that shit?
I don't actually talk like a...
If it's good news, any consolation from the 4 Chinese guys I 3 of them had micro which is just like a...
Can you share the number of guys?
In 1 year, I about 40 Japanese guys. I about 10 Korean guys.
So there's quite many. And they're all short?
The Korean guys, well, let's say from all the Korean guys, there was one average.
Wait a minute. What is average?
Asian average, not European average.
Like centimeter-wise?
Well, Europe has about like an average of 16, 17 centimeters, while the Asians over general would have about like 12 to 13, while the Japanese, they have around 14, while the Korean, most that I had were about 7 to 9.
Average 7 to...
But if it's good news, any consolation from the 4 Chinese guys I 3 of them had micro which is just like a sad egg on top of a nest of hair. Just the head. I would say just the tip, but that not even reach that deep.
Thank you so much for your research, and
happily to help.
Yeah, let's find out what's the reason behind it.
I really feel for men in a lot of ways because I think that for women, we have a big,
right?
We can have a victim mentality a lot, and we can have this notion that the man is always wrong. You're always doing something, and we don't take accountability often. I don't know a lot of women that take accountability, that say sorry, that are actually aware of their actions and what they're putting out into the relationship. And I think that with men, they don't have a safe space to be able to talk about things. You know, they don't usually have how we can call our friends. You guys don't have that. You know, I can call Jen, I can call whoever, I can call you, Jen, this person, my sister, and I can talk for hours about the same situation for days on days on days. Men do not have that same ability, and they have to harbor a lot of things. That's why in a relationship, it's really important as women that we also give our man accolades when he's doing things right. Because in one of my past relationships, I remember always just...
If you care enough for a man, give him a little bit of grace. I'm not Hercules every day, baby. Sometimes I just need to be a teddy bear and lay up under you. Sometimes I don't want to talk. I don't feel the same every day. I just want you to know I'm trying. So I'm raising my son to understand that it's okay to be exactly who you are. It's okay to cry. Just feel better. It's okay to be heartbroken because that means you've loved.
I don't want to date a man that doesn't have any female friendships.
Bingo.
I don't want to date a man who only gets input from other men and who has all women in two categories: your mother or your aunties or someone I want to sleep with. You have to have a broader spectrum on women and their value in your life if you're going to be with me.
Totally. Well, first off, only getting information and opinions from other men sounds terrifying.
Terrifying.
So I encourage that to not be what anybody does ever, but you're totally right, because the more we keep talking about can you have friends of the opposite sex, the more I start feeling like everybody is like primal animals in a zoo. You literally cannot physically be around someone of the opposite sex without just like your clothes coming off. Like I don't do it. And I would never have any relationship that I'm ever in. Like, I'm not going to tell my partner, you can't be around women, because if I feel like I have to tell you that, what does that say about what I think you're like when I'm not with you? That I can't trust you to be around women, that like platonically. I would say that says more about my choices and who I'm with. Because I'm never going to feel like I have to control you or I have to monitor the friendships that you are in.
What do women find so attractive about older men? And as someone who is dating an older man, let me tell you. Now, of course, there are a couple obvious reasons: maturity, stability, life experience. But there are a few more that are differentiators. Number one is an older, established social circle of like-minded individuals. Number two, typically older men understand the art of storytelling. Their life experiences have typically molded them to who they are, so their ability to share their values through storytelling is very attractive. And lastly, because they've been around women a little bit longer than younger men, their ability to diffuse conflict and not be bothered by a woman's emotions.
Would you rather date a short guy with confidence or a tall guy with no confidence?
I'd rather date a short guy with confidence and a good personality, but the height doesn't matter.
Would you date a guy shorter than you?
Yeah, I have.
You don't have a preferred height?
No, I mean, I feel like preferred someone like taller than me, but I've dated someone shorter than me, and I didn't mind it.
Does height matter?
Of course it does.
Step on the scale.
I'm not going on a scale. You should love a girl for who they are.
You should love a guy for who they are, regardless of height.
That's true.
So take it back then.
And I'm not taking it back, but I'm
Then
not
step on the scale.
No.
You're being a coward.
Weight, you're ridiculous. And
If you care about height, you're ridiculous.
But you don't need to know an exact number.
You don't need to know an exact height.
All you gotta know is that they're taller than me, and that's it.
Okay, I want you to be lighter than me. Step on the scale.
No.
Frick you.
I always tell guys, protect your meat. Money, energy, attention, time. That is your meat. If you give up your money easily, she's going to use you until you run out of money. Your energy is everything. Women don't give men energy. They deplete it. Attention is what they thrive on. That is her currency. And time is everything for you. If you give your time away, you don't have time for the other things.
Couple of drinks and you putting your wiggly woggly in her sugly boogly. Y'all hanking and spanking. A few months goes by. Now she's calling and squalling. Next thing you know, you slaying and paying while she's still sliding and riding. So before you go licking and sticking or digging and diving, be sure you wrap your woogly boogly in a rubbly dubbly so one piece of that noo-noo don't come back to bite you in your boo-boo, baby.